Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install front speakers into a 2007 Chevy Cobalt LS. Alright, so this is basically what you're going to need. Now the speakers I'm using today to do this are the JBL 629 GTOs or GTO 629, whatever, it's right there. And it does come with the front face. We'll put that on later as we're installing it. You're also going to need a ratchet set. You're going to need one flathead that's at least long and very thick. You're gonna need one Phillips, really long, a drill bit. Let me go get I'll get the bits for that later, but you're gonna need a drill bit. You're also gonna need a solder iron, and you're only gonna need this plastic mounting bracket with those JBLs because it does come with metal ones. You won't need the metal ones for this install, so you can save those for another car or whatnot. And then you'll also need the foam surround. You're supposed to put that around the underbody of the speaker. One more thing you're going to need is, I already said that, you're going to need scissors and wire strippers. I'm going to use scissors to cut the wires and strip them. I'd recommend you get wire strippers to do that. But yeah, here's the drill bits. And I'm going to be using a 964 for mine because the bolts that came with the speaker perfectly fit with this one, so that's the one I'm going to use. Alright, so first thing we're going to have to do is take off the door trim. So you're going to want to grab your flathead for this. And then you're going to pop this off. Just gently push under. Pull. It'll sound like it broke, but it didn't. It's fine. Alright, so next you're going to open this flap right here. Under this doorknob, or door handle, there's going to be a screw after I get this off. So once you take that off, try not to break the flap on that. Pull it out, move it out of the way, save it, and there's going to be that screw located in there. Alright, so now go ahead and take that screw out. Usually there's another little plastic flap covering this, but I took it off already. There'll be two screws instead of one, which it's because I already took the door off and I went ahead and just used one screw to put it back on. So take both of the screws off, and then you should be good after that on that part of taking the door off. Alright, so not every Cobalt coupe comes with, or sedan for that version, not every version has the manual windows, but mine does. So I'm going to show you how to take them off. There is a tool to do this, but I know that no one's probably trying to buy that tool after buying all the stuff for the speakers and installation and whatnot, and I'm not either. So you're gonna get a paper clip and you're gonna pull it out like this. Then you could take pliers or something. Don't do this on your door trim like I'm doing. And you're gonna just bend it to where it looks like that. So now, under here, turn it to a position where you can comfortably look in there. You're gonna shove this. There's like a little black area here between the handle to it. You're gonna push this towards the door right here. And you're gonna put your screwdriver, your flathead, right there to give it some space. Don't worry, you're not. It's gonna feel like you're damaging it, but you're not. So there's a metal clip in here. You're gonna want to try to find it with this and pull it out so that you can pop this off, and I'll show you when I pop it off what it looks like when I'm doing this. Well, there you go. That's the clip, and you pull, it comes right off, and it's easy to put back on too. So I'll show you the clip how you do it. So basically we'll want that. Come on, there we go. This is the clip that you're knocking out. Sorry, I live right next to the highway. Okay, so let me put it back in there how it is supposed to be. So you see there's two notches. Slide it in there. And that's how it looks in the door. And basically that'll be over it. So in the door, you're going to put the flathead here. and you're gonna open it up, and you'll try to see the clip or try to find where it's at, but like this. But you're gonna find that clip, and you're either gonna pull up on it and just slowly bring it out like that, or you can push it out. Sometimes it'll work either way. So when you want to put it back in, you just put it like that, and it'll clip right back in. So it's easy to take off and easy to put back on. Well, relatively easy to take off, but extremely easy to put back on. And when you put it on, you'll slam it, and it'll be good. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're going to take off the panels, or the panel, and keep pulling. It's going to sound like it's sound like it's breaking, and it's going to feel like it's breaking, but it's not, I promise you. And once you pop all of those off, all around the door, don't just pull this off, because we gotta take this, we gotta lift it up over the door lock, and then we have to, what else is there? Oh yeah, we have to disconnect the handle cable. So I'll show you how to do that afterwards. Alright, so I lifted it up above the lock. There's the lock, there's the hole, and here's the cable. Get this on the other side. So right here, there's gonna be a little clip under there. Pull that up. Wow, and the whole thing just comes off. Alright, so back to the speaker. Now usually there would be a speaker right here. There would be a bolt. I'll show you. It'll be a 7mm bolt. It'll be right here. That's the only thing you have to unscrew. And when you take that off, it's going to be a little bit connected to that, and you just push it out. You pull it out a little and lift up. And be careful, you don't want to pull on this too hard. This is your speaker wire. Now this is why we need a solder iron. We're going to have to cut this wire because it uses like a clamp, and it just clicks into the speaker and plugs in like that. And if you're at an aftermarket, we're going to have to cut this and solder the connections to the speaker. Alright, so if you have a wire stripping tool, strip those. Make sure you have a lot of wire exposed when you're doing it. I'm going to use the scissors. Like I said, I don't recommend that you use scissors to strip this, because you can end up cutting it and have to keep cutting, and then you'll run out of wire, and you wouldn't want that to happen. So just get strippers or pliers with them built in. Now I have the wire stripped. So next is we're going to put on this plastic mounting bracket, the plastic one, not the metal ones that came with it. And you're going to notice, let me put this over here. You're going to notice there's 3 little areas on that really stick out, and you're going to go for the one that sticks out the most, this huge one. You're going to put that right here. We're going to screw it in there, and we're going to leave it like that while we're installing the rest of the speaker. So this is where you're going to grab your ratchet, get a 7mm, and take the factory screw that came with the other subwoofer. Or not subwoofer, my bad. That came with the other speaker that had it sealed in, and put it in there finger tight, and then we'll start ratcheting it all the way down. Also grab like a paint pen or a Sharpie, because we're going to mark these holes. Alright, next you're going to drill your holes. Alright, so now that you got the holes drilled, you're going to take this back off. The JBLs come with little clips like this, and basically These clips help screws stay in place on your car, wherever you're mounting the speakers. So you'll get this bag that comes with the speakers. This is the screw. The screw goes in through this way, and as you screw it in, this metal holds the screw because of how it's angled at the bottom, so that it doesn't fall out. Now basically you're going to want to try to get these to stay in place of the where you bolted these, or where you drilled these holes. Okay, I know it seems like a lot of stuff so far to do, but basically this is what you have to do when you have to customly fit stuff in the cars. It always varies from lots of things, but we had to drill the holes. Only 3 of these fitted with the way I drilled it, but that's fine. These are completely optional. You don't necessarily need it. I just like it because, you know, it locks it to the side of these, to the side of the metal on my door, just in case for some reason my drill holes get like torn up or something. So these will hold it in place just in case, and it'll hold it through the drill holes anyway. But if they like lose their treading, then, you know, we still have the metal plates backed up. But all in all, this bolt that you're going to bolt the speaker with, because you're still going to use that should hold the speaker in place. Even if you don't have the metal pieces in and they fail, it'll still hold the speaker in just fine, along with the door, which will also be holding the speaker in place. And we will be putting the front part over the speaker so that it doesn't get torn up from the door. Next, I'm going to go get some extra wires so I can solder it solder wires that are coming out a little bit, so that I can just solder the speaker while it's sitting out over here, and I'll just feed the wire in there and tape it off and we'll be good. After you solder these, I haven't done that yet, but you need to take electrical tape and cover them. Now, I don't have any electrical tape today. I'm just going to use duct tape. I really don't recommend you do that. I recommend you use electrical tape. But yeah, this is surround sound speaker wire for like a theater system inside of your house. I'm just going to use that in the car. It's actually thicker than this cable that comes for the car speaker, so it'll be alright. Alright, so I have these soldered and taped. So before you solder these to the speaker, you're going to want to get that bracket, and we're going to put it back in and try not to move those off. So when we do solder the speaker, we can just fit it in there and drill it. Another thing, in the bag that comes with your speaker, there's a little drill bit thing that comes with it. Not really a drill bit, but you can hook this up to your ratchet, which I can't freaking find. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Sorry. You can hook it up with your ratchet. It takes a 1/4 ratchet to hold on to that one. This tool right here is used to put into these screws to screw it in to your holes. That's how you're going to screw those in if you don't already have a tool that'll match that. So use your ratchet kit with the 1/4 to do that. Alright, so before you solder them, I like to run the wires through the holes on these connections, because there's holes on them on the side, you'll see what I mean. And I twist it around so that they can hold themselves in place while I solder them. And another thing before I solder this I want to add is on your speakers, if you get the JBLs I have, there's a little button here. Now, when it's clicked up like it is, it's 0 decibels, but when you click it in, it's +3 decibels. So if you want +3 decibels, you better do that right now before you put this in here and put all the door stuff back on. You don't want to have to take this back off. And don't forget to wear safety glasses. You should wear gloves. I'm not wearing gloves. I know I'm messing up today. And also wear pants that are covered and whatnot. Make sure you have no tools below you, because I had dripped some a second ago and it just like splattered on the floor. So let's do this. So I got my soldering gun. Give it a few seconds. It's heated up. So let's get in here. Alright. Make sure not to breathe in the fumes. Try to wipe off as much of the solder as you can without burning yourself. Alright, before we finish putting the speaker in and whatnot, we're gonna test and make sure that we have audio. So, alright. Let's see what we got. It's probably set in my aux. Yeah, hold on. Tuner, there we go. Yep. Playing some copyrighted music. Oh, that sounds good though. I love JBL. I think that's probably the best audio company, my personal opinion. So I'll stick with them. But yeah, the speaker works, and now we can go ahead and fit it in there. All right. So now you're gonna grab this that came in your little bag with your speakers, and you can grab your ratchet with the 1/4 attachment. Now this does slide out of this easy, so it's not gonna grip it, but it is gonna hold it when you're screwing. So be careful about that. It will fall out sometimes. So you're gonna grab your screw. We're gonna do this. So first things first, you're gonna want to grab your net, or your cover for your speaker. Make sure that the tweeter is facing up, and put it over that. By the way, for whatever reason you did something wrong, these tweeters on these speakers are adjustable. You can turn them up and change that and fix it. So this one's good right now. There we go. Alright, so we got it in. Clean it up a little. It's in there. It's not going nowhere. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like when it's finished. You could put this part. You could cut a circle out where your speaker goes, and you could put that screen over this and like just cut out a circle and get rid of that. But at the moment, I don't want to do all that. So I just leave it like that. And like I said before, the trim comes like this. When it closes, it'll barely miss that, but it won't miss this. So you'd have to cut that off for the trim to fit back around it. Otherwise, the trim is going to go right around the speaker. So that's good. The reason I say to put the screen on is because this is here, and that might stab into the surround of the speaker. I haven't tested that out, and I don't want to. Those are not the cheapest speakers in the world. So anyway, we're gonna put the door panel back on. I'm gonna listen to it one more time, make sure everything's good since I put it in, and then we'll be done. Alright, so we got some of the door trim on. We haven't done all of it yet, but I just clip it back on. It's easy. Make sure you reattach your handle. You don't want to forget to do that, because that'll suck. Make sure the lock's in there correctly and it works. Alright, and I wanted to show you what I was talking about is, look, it's not even that much gap. It's very little. That's the black part that covers it and leaves the door from closing all the way. It's really not that big of a problem. You can leave it like that. That it leaves, but it leaves a little. It's not noticeable to anyone unless they did the door install with you, and then it's noticeable. So we're gonna put this in. We got the clips inside, and then we put the black part over it. So just put it like that any way you want, and slam it in there like that, and now it's on again. And you'll have to do the clip thing to make it work or come off again. So that works. All right. See, closes nice, no problem with that. So we're gonna open this back up. Go ahead and put our other piece of trim on that is for your mirror adjuster. That just snaps right back in, holds everything together. Now we're just gonna put the screws and the one plate that flew across the car somewhere. We'll put that back on, but yeah, we'll just do that, and then you're basically done. So that's all you have to do. It is a little bit you need a little bit of time to do it. It took me a pretty long time to do it because I recorded it and did other stuff. So I'd say it's probably a 20-30 minute job, depending on how fast you can do it. thank you guys for watching. That's how you do it. And any other questions on the matter, any other help that you need, feel free to just put a comment in the video, and I'll help you as best as I can. But it's pretty much as I showed you in the video, straightforward. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll help you as best I can. And I plan to have more tutorials on stuff I'm going to do with the Cobalt. I'll see you guys later.